everyone. I hope you all are doing good. So in my last video, I just gave you the definition of microorganism. I just explained you these microorganisms are very tiny creatures. They cannot be seen through our naked eye and that they are present everywhere. And I also told you that they are influencing our lives very much. So today I am going to discuss about how exactly they are showing their influence on our life. So when you try to understand what is the influence of these minute creatures, these are the processes, these are the list of processes in which their activity is very vital and these microorganisms are playing a vital role. So let us look into the processes. What are those? So the first process is nutrient cycling, biodegradation, food spoilage, biofuels, life-saving drugs, in the synthesis of life-saving drugs, and also in the food processing. So listening these words or listening the names of these processes, you might have come to an understanding that, oh, in these processes, okay, the role is played by the microorganisms. Yes, let me clear your doubt that these all processes are taking place because of these microorganisms. They are the main heroes. I can say that they are the main heroes who will carry out these all processes. So by hearing these words, like few of the words like nutrient cycling, you might be knowing what is nutrient cycling. Biodegradation. So biodegradation is nothing but that will be that is nowadays used in environmental cleaning or cleaning of pollution. Food spoilage. They are playing a major role in the spoilage of food and in biofuel. So nowadays, if you consider that the major problems that the world is facing is like global warming and climate change. So in order to combat those kind of problems, again microorganisms have been used for the synthesis of biofuels and life-saving drugs. So for us, life is very important, and these microorganisms are also being used for the synthesis of life-saving drugs, and also in the food processing industry, in the synthesis of certain products, food products, also in the conversion of certain food products, these microorganisms are playing a very crucial role. So now you might have come to a certain level of understanding that, okay, yes, these microorganisms have got a very crucial role to play in our lives. So one by one, I would like to explain what are all these processes and how these microorganisms have shown their influence in these processes. So the very first point was nutrient cycling. So nutrient cycling, the name of the term, what does the name of the term suggest us? So it is consisting of nutrient and cycling. It is nothing but nutrients will be cycled in the atmosphere. So through this cycle, the nutrients will be exchanged between the living and the non-living components of the atmosphere. So the definition of this particular term is given as exchange of energy and matter. So exchange of this particular nutrients will be taking place between biotic and abiotic components. So next, nutrients. What are nutrients? Yes, can you tell me what are nutrients? Nutrients are nothing but the food we consume, the nutrients we consume in our day-to-day lives for our growth, metabolism and reproduction are generally termed as nutrients. In order to understand in the simple layman language, if you want to understand nutrients, that is nothing but the food we intake or the food we consume. And if I ask you, why do you consume food? Then you will be definitely telling me that obviously we eat food because it will give us energy, it will help in the growth, it will help in the metabolism, and also in the eventually in the reproduction or further processes. So when you consider these nutrients, if in their detailed structures, when you want to understand these nutrients in their elemental forms, so whatever food we eat, they are consisting of certain chemical nature, or they are again made up of certain elements. So what are these elements making these nutrients? So what are we consuming in the form of nutrients? So these elements are nothing but carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, and few other elements are also there. But here I am only mentioning these because these are the major elements. So when you try to understand the elemental forms of the nutrients, these nutrients are made.
1 minute.
The elements that are making these nutrients are carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, sulfur, and phosphorus. So not only that, not only the nutrients, when you consider the elemental forms of the living organisms or the living cells, if you try to understand what are the components that are making the living cells, that will be again these components, because we are consuming them, and also after consuming, those are the elements that will again make up the major mass of the cell. So that is why 99% of mass of the living cell will be made up of these elements. So these organisms or living organisms like plants and animals capture these elements from atmosphere. Say for example, if you take the example of carbon, and if you consider here the organism as a plant, in living organism here, if you consider it as a plant, now how does this plant uptake this carbon from the atmosphere? Plants uptake the carbon from the atmosphere. As we all know, they carry out the process of photosynthesis and uptake the carbon in the form of carbon dioxide present in the environment. So these organisms capture the elements from the atmosphere, and they concentrate through their metabolic processes. These elements again they get concentrated, they combine and they get concentrated, and again they will be released through the metabolism and through their metabolism and death. After particular time, the death of the organism will occur, and these microorganisms will decay that particular living organism, that can be plant or animal, the microorganism. So here comes the role of microorganisms, students. The microorganisms here will decay or decompose or degrade, or they carry out the process of degradation of that particular organism, and through the death, decay and degradation, these carbon, oxygen or nitrogen or hydrogen, they get released into the atmosphere. They get released into the atmosphere, or you can use here the term of recycling, or they get cycled. So this is a process of a cycle. They absorb from the atmosphere, and through their life processes they utilize them in their metabolisms, and those metabolisms will help for their growth, metabolism and reproduction. And after a certain period of time, the death of the organism will happen, and after the death of the organism, the microorganisms utilize the dead matter, they decay the dead matter, they decompose, they degrade, and again they turn back. Those concentrated and combined forms will be again degraded into these simple forms, and they get released into the atmosphere. So this complete process is called nutrient cycling, and in this complete process, microorganisms role is in the after the death, they decay, decompose or degrade and send them back to the atmosphere. That is why it is said that these organisms are playing a very crucial and vital role in the process of nutrient cycling. So here nutrient cycling is also given the name of biogeochemical cycle. It can be also called as biogeochemical cycle. So examples of these nutrient cycling or nutrient cycles are carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, water cycle, so like this, so on. Many cycles are there which are considered as biogeochemical cycles. Okay, that's all for now. The remaining processes I will explain in the next video.